Make sure you reflect on what I said today. Don't ever make me say that again.
Wait, but...
No buts. Don't make me say it again. You can't take the day off for some funeral.
Some funeral? Still, there was no need to tear up my bereavement letter.
That was no bereavement letter. It was just a piece of paper. Didn't I scold you just a while ago? Did you already forget? Why do I have to repeat myself?
I don't agree with what you said. Plus, you didn't let me say what I wanted to say.
Your thoughts are worthless, so I just didn't listen to them. I'm a busy person. If you have something to say, tell me when you're in a higher position.
My mother passed away suddenly this morning. I can go to the vigil tomorrow after work, but I would like to take the day after tomorrow off for the funeral.
I heard that already. Do you have a memory problem? And I said I won't allow it. Got it? I didn't ask for your opinion.
But
you have an important presentation tomorrow. You want to skip it? What about our clients that are coming over?
But up until yesterday, you've been saying that I can't give that presentation. You said you're an embarrassment to this company.
Wait, are you a millennial? Would a normal person just accept that and say okay then, and then skip the presentation?
What? What do you mean?
I mean, would you actually go home if your teacher told you to get out of here?
Wait, that's not what this is about. You asked one of my colleagues to do the presentation because you didn't want me to do it. Didn't you not want me to do it?
Why do you have to twist everything to your advantage at the end? You're giving up just because I told you one time you couldn't do it? That's why I hate millennials.
I don't mean to take advantage of anything, and that's not why I would like the day off. It's just that after you told me so many times I couldn't do the presentation, you're changing your story, and I think that's cruel.
Did you just call me cruel? A woman who wants a day off and skip a presentation just to go to an old woman's funeral is calling me cruel?
Jill, you just want to be mean to me. Just because you don't like me, I don't forgive you for talking bad about my mother.
Well, what's wrong with an old woman calling another woman old? Women who can work well like you always act like the victim. You think I'm being mean to you, even though you know you're just getting in trouble for making a mistake.
All I want is to go to my mother's funeral. What is wrong about that?
Oh my gosh! I'm saying that you leaving a big hole in the presentation is wrong. Seriously, how many times do I have to tell you?
You never wanted me to do it though. Also, I still have the data, so I can just give that to my colleagues and have them do it instead.
Aren't you embarrassed for causing trouble to people?
My colleagues told me to. I think you're scary, so I was going to give up the funeral and go to work. But my colleagues said they would fill in for me, so I thought I would take up on their offer.
Your colleagues are my subordinates, right?
Yes, that's right.
So they have a societal obligation to listen to me, right?
I guess so.
It doesn't matter if they said they would do it. I won't approve.
But
for the most useless new employee, don't be asking for a day off. Even your colleagues probably think that work would go more smoothly if you didn't come to work. Everyone besides you's getting the job done. Everyone pities you.
You don't have to say that.
In any case, we're done talking about this. You don't have any complaints, do you? You're complaining to work, right?
Okay.
Did you really think you could take the day off for some old lady's funeral? If you skip work, I'll fire you immediately.
What did you call my wife?
What?
I asked my daughter what the matter was because she was crying. And how dare you insult my daughter and wife like that?
Huh? Who is this?
I'm the president of this company, Woodstock & Co.
What? President? Oh, wait a second. What do you mean?
Lisa Woods is my daughter.
What?
Harassing my daughter and then insulting my wife. Was it fun?
I'm sorry. I didn't think she was your daughter.
I'm asking you if it was fun.
No, it was just part of her training.
Oh, really? It looked like you were having fun. So for training, you insulted someone's mother?
Well, no, it's not like that.
Then what was it?
I just became really passionate about my job.
So you became so passionate about your job that you insulted someone's mother who had just passed. And you verbally abused a subordinate and bullied them.
Well, no, it's not like that either.
Stop making me repeat myself. That's what you did, right? Hurry up and answer me. Why did you insult my daughter and my wife?
I didn't mean to insult them. I just thought your daughter was taking her job too lightly.
Threatening my daughter by telling her she couldn't do the presentation? And then giving that data to another employee without asking? Who do you think is the one who's taking their job too lightly?
No, that was...
You also tore up her bereavement letter? On that letter was the name of my late wife. You had some nerve tearing it up.
Well, that's just a piece of paper.
Your contract that says you can work at this company is also just a piece of paper. Should I tear that up too?
No, please, don't do that.
Plus, you also said that my daughter's the most useless rookie in the group of new employees. But all of your colleagues have been promoted and moved up. The only one left in the same position is you.
That doesn't have anything to do with this.
The fact that you think my daughter is useless compared to her colleagues also has nothing to do with her bereavement leave.
Well, that's true, but it's a fact that your daughter is not the best. Also, it's obvious that she doesn't take her job seriously. It's only natural to assume she's playing hooky when she says she's going to a funeral because she hasn't gained enough trust.
You're right. My daughter's a little slow to learn. Even if she's my daughter, she's an employee. I intend to treat her equally.
Yes, please do.
However, I can't unhear the word hooky that you used. What are you doing right now?
What?
Besides being on your phone, what are you doing?
Well...
Nothing, right? We're supposed to be having a meeting with Bonanza Trading Company today.
Oh!
You should be in a meeting with them right now. But what's going on?
I kinda forgot.
You forgot?
I'm sorry. I'll call them right away. Well, it wasn't an important meeting anyway, so it should be okay.
So it's okay for you to skip work?
Well, I wasn't skipping. I just forgot.
But you skipped work, right? That's playing hooky.
No, I really didn't mean to skip work.
My daughter doesn't mean to skip work. She just lost her mother. She just gave you her bereavement letter. I don't think she meant to skip work.
Okay.
You're so easy on yourself.
I'm really sorry.
You should be apologizing to our clients, not to me. Did you call to apologize?
I'm sorry. I'm doing it right now.
Now, how will you make up for it?
Make up for what?
I can't just ignore all of the verbal abuse and threats against your fellow employee. In addition, you insulted their family and apologized as soon as you found out it was your boss's family. And you were so occupied with bullying that you forgot about a meeting and flaked. You're fired. Don't ever come to work again. Sorry, I just became so passionate about my job that I became a little heated.
Wait, please. I've worked so hard.
You can't persuade me. Does your working hard mean bullying your subordinates? Is that your job?
No, I didn't even bully anybody. She just took it a little too personally.
Took it too personally? I've seen this chat, and I thought it was troublesome. Anybody who looks at this will say it's defamation.
Defamation? It's just draining. The group of new employees is working hard. The company's profits are rising.
They're working hard. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Right?
However, it's not because of you. In fact, they'll work even harder if you weren't here.
What?
How many complaints do you think I've gotten from them about you? Within 1 year that they've been with us, 28 complaints. They weren't working hard, they were forced to work hard.
But that's work. When you get hired, you should just do as you're told.
They've been achieving excellent results, even when being forced to do so by you. So if we motivate them to do better on their own, they'll show even greater results. It's also your job to make it easy for them to work, but it looks like I've been slacking too. It's my duty to take out the bad apple.
Bad apple? I'm just disciplining them. And they complain about that. I think they're just spoiled.
Tearing up paperwork in front of them and kicking chairs is discipline. It seems there was also an employee who had coffee dumped on them. Some of them weren't even allowed to go to the bathroom.
Well, in my time, that was normal.
What do you mean, in my time? I'm older than you. Ways of thinking and common sense are constantly being updated.
No, I don't agree with that. Wait, please.
In addition to that, I'll be suing you.
Suing me?
My daughter's been enduring a lot of stress from you. But she's in shock right now after having her late mother insulted like that.
She's so weak. Let me just say, she won't make it in this world if she becomes mentally ill this easily. Even if not this time, she would have become mentally unstable from another issue.
Huh? Oh, I'm not listening to anything you have to say.
What? What the hell? I'm telling you that you're being overdramatic.
I heard that a while ago too. Will you stop making me repeat things? Jill was fired from the company. Every new employee in the company was happy. Being in her late 40s, she was a little worried, and tried really hard to stay, but couldn't overturn her resignation. Her actions became known throughout the industry, and a video of her verbal abuse went viral. So finding another job within the industry became impossible. Following in our footsteps, other employees and clients started suing her. So there was nothing left in her bank account or social credibility. I wonder what an unemployed person in their 40s is gonna do from here.
Jack, I'm sorry. Can you get takeout or delivery for tonight's dinner?
Huh? Why?
I don't feel too great.
What, you're not better yet? You've been saying you're not feeling well for a while now.
It's not like it's a fever, so I can't just get better. I always feel like I'm going to throw up or like I'm anemic.
I know that pregnancy isn't a sickness, but do you feel like you want to throw up because of the morning sickness? Does that still happen after your stomach gets big?
A lot of people only have bad morning sickness in the first trimester, but for others, it continues throughout their pregnancy. But I think it's because I have all this pressure on my stomach.
What? Does that mean you're not going to feel better until you give birth?
Who knows? I can't say for sure either. But it's not like I feel awful every single day. I still have days where I feel okay.
You say that, but Christina, all you've been doing since your pregnancy is sleep. Your excuse is always that you don't feel well.
I'm not making excuses.
Other pregnant women are walking around or exercising, you know? Why don't you try to walk around the house or something?
I've been moving around whenever I can, but the doctors told me that the best thing to do is rest.
I guess. But didn't you gain too much weight? You're getting bigger and bigger.
Do you think so? The doctors haven't warned me about my weight or anything. I think it just looks that way because of all the puffiness.
No, I swear, you got fat. You look like a sea lion when you're sleeping.
You don't have to say it like that.
It's the truth. You look like a sea lion on the shore. You snore so loud too. The other day, I even praised myself for marrying a woman like you.
Okay.
But I mean, I think you just don't feel good because you haven't been moving around. There's still time before dinner, so you might feel better by then. Can you make me dinner? I've been out drinking a lot recently, so my diet has been pretty unhealthy.
I still feel nauseous when I stand up.
That's just how you feel now, isn't it? You'll be fine by the time I come home. Okay, I'll be waiting for a dinner full of vegetables then. Make a healthy meal for me.
What? You can't just do that. It's your own fault your diet has been bad. It's because you've been going out drinking. I messaged you because there's a high possibility I won't be able to cook dinner.
How should I know? You're a stay-at-home wife that gets to lounge around all day. At least do the household chores that you're responsible for.
Are you just going to disregard the fact that I'm pregnant?
Look, other pregnant women are going out and doing grocery shopping. Why are you acting like a sick person? You've been slacking off on cleaning recently too. I can tell, you know that, right?
I've been doing my best when I can.
I'm telling you that it's all half-assed. What do you think I'm making you a stay-at-home wife for? I don't like dirty room. I'm already stressed from working, so make sure that I can relax at least when I come home. Who do you think is supporting you financially?
I'm sorry. I'll do better from now on.
You should have just said that in the beginning. If the room is still dirty how it was this morning, I'm going to make you clean until it's spotless. Make sure you clean the bathroom too.
Jack, I'm sorry that I couldn't make dinner tonight.
It's fine, I'll just get something to eat. Either way, you should have messaged me or something before you slept. You should have told me that there was no dinner.
I'm sorry.
The house is just as dirty as it was this morning when I left, too. Gosh, it's horrible.
I had a fever. I thought I'd get better if I slept, but it just kept getting worse.
What? You got sick when you don't even go out?
Maybe I caught it when I went grocery shopping a few days ago?
You don't even go out regularly, but you had to catch a cold the one time you did go out? Aren't you just full of bad luck? What are you going to do if I get sick too?
I'll sleep in the living room tonight.
You better. Make sure you get rid of the bacteria in our bedroom too. And change the sheets.
I'm sorry. I feel nauseous and don't think I can do that today.
What? There's no dinner when I come home from work, and the room is dirty on top of that. Are you even useful at all?
Useful? Am I just in your life to do your chores for you?
I didn't say that, but are you forgetting that you're a stay-at-home wife? Is a pregnant woman so superior that she doesn't have to do anything?
I never acted that way.
Well, you are. I'm working every single day while you lounge around at home. You use the excuse that you're sick or that you're pregnant and get to be lazy every day.
I'm not lounging around. The child in my stomach is your kid too.
I know that.
You don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be able to say something like this.
I'm working hard to financially support you and that child in your stomach. You're the one that doesn't understand how hard I'm working.
I do appreciate how hard you work, but I want you to research a little more about pregnancy. Some pregnant women can move around, while others can't at all. It's not like everybody has the exact same symptoms.
It's probably your fault because you weren't living a proper life before your pregnancy. I bet you were slacking off on the cleaning and everything even before you got pregnant.
I wasn't doing that. That's why the room was clean, wasn't it?
Who knows? You might have been going out to have fun while you hired a maid or something.
I'd never do that.
As punishment for not making my dinner, make sure you make the house spotless.
I told you, I have a fever.
I'm telling you not to slack off on the household chores just because of a fever. Make sure everything is perfect. Oh, and my friends invited me out for drinks, so I'll be home around midnight.
If someone has time to go out and have fun, wouldn't a husband normally help out at home?
Don't force your standards on me. Besides, I'm allowed to have fun because I'm working hard. You can rest after you complete all of your responsibilities too.
How can you say something like that? I've been living my life thinking about our kid. I've been restricting myself from things like alcohol so that I can have a healthy baby. You've never changed anything in your life, even after I got pregnant. You leave all the chores to me and say that I'm worthless if everything isn't done perfectly.
I didn't say you were worthless.
You asked me whether I'm any use in your life earlier.
God, I swear, you're so annoying. I'm going out to have fun, so don't bring down my mood. Did you become hysterical after getting pregnant? You don't do the chores, your attitude is annoying. There's nothing good about you after your pregnancy.
I'm over this.
What? What now? Are you going to get mad too?
All I need to do is do the chores perfectly, right? I know now that it's useless trying to talk to you.
Yeah, if you understand, don't try to talk back to me. You really became one annoying woman, didn't you? I'd hate to think this is how you're going to be in the future. Hey, Christina, where are you? Oh, you make me so frustrated. You said you weren't feeling well, but you're not even at home. Where did you go without even cleaning?
Your wife isn't here anymore.
Huh? What do you mean by your wife? So what? Where are you? Why is the room not clean?
Jack, I'm not Christina.
I'm talking to Christina's number. What are you even saying?
Christina was brought to the hospital.
What?
You're talking to your mother. Would you care to explain what the hell is going on?
Mom?
Yeah?
Really?
If you don't believe me, do you want me to list down all the girls you liked when you were a student?
Alright, stop it. So what? Why do you have Christina's phone, Mom? And what do you mean she was brought to the hospital?
You made your pregnant wife who had a fever do the cleaning? Christina did the cleaning just like you said and passed out. She used the last of her energy to go outside and to call an ambulance.
Her fever. I thought it was just a small one.
Her fever was almost 104 degrees. She's also pregnant. Why would you make her do the household chores? Plus, I heard that you were out getting drinks.
I was just invited to go out when I went out for food.
And you were drinking until this late, weren't you? Normally, husbands would stay by their wives in times like this.
I can't just not show up to the bar.
Is that more important than being with your wife when she's sick with a fever? She's also pregnant. What in the world were you thinking? Why couldn't you even be kind to your own wife?
She's lounging around at home normally. It's not bad to make her do the chores.
Let her lounge around. She's pregnant. She can't survive without getting ample rest.
There are pregnant women who are raising kids on top of their pregnancy, and others who are still working.
They can do that because they have fewer symptoms and because they have support from the people around them. What did you do to support Christina?
I'm working to support her financially.
That's the bare minimum.
I'll listen to your lectures later. Where is Christina hospitalized right now?
Christina asked me not to tell you where she is.
What?
What you did was that terrible. You have no right to have a wife. Your wife is gone.
Christina, please. Respond to me. I want to see you in person and apologize properly. Are you still in the hospital?
I was released yesterday.
Christina, were you okay? I was so worried because you wouldn't contact me.
I was in the hospital because I wasn't okay.
Well, yeah, but
I contacted you today because I finally made my decision.
decision?
I need you to divorce me.
What? Excuse me?
I can't continue living with you. That's what I decided. So let's get a divorce.
Hold on a minute. A divorce? Because I told you to do the household chores?
It was all the things you've been doing to me. I asked you many times to do your research about pregnancy and childbirth. I explained that I couldn't do the cleaning when I didn't feel well too. But you wouldn't try to understand anything I said.
Because pregnancy isn't a sickness.
It's not. But I'm raising a child while risking my life. There's a possibility I could die while giving birth too. I'm going through all that, but look at how you've been treating me all this time.
I'm sorry. My mom lectured me and explained everything to me after what happened. I realize how hard pregnancy is now.
It's too late now.
Don't say that. I'm going to be better from now on, especially after our child is born.
I'm probably never going to forget how you treated me. How you said I was worthless if I don't do the household chores. Or how you told me to make sure the house was spotless when I had a fever. I realized that being with you only stressed me out.
I apologize for that, and I'll help you out from now on. Please don't say you want a divorce. Christina, I married you because I wanted to be with you forever.
Then you could have been nicer to me or cared about me a little bit more. I showed my appreciation for how hard you were working every day. But I think a husband and wife need to support each other during times of need.
What about the child? Are you going to raise him or her on your own?
I'm going to focus on taking care of the kid for the first year after I give birth, but I'll start working after that because I need to make sure I can support my child.
Being a single mother is going to be hard.
I know that, but now I think it's going to be harder staying with you. Besides, my parents and your mom have said that they would be there to help me, so I'll be okay. I'll make sure to raise him or her properly.
I want to help raise our kid too.
Really? When you've had no interest in our kid all this time? You would insult me by saying that I look like a sea lion when my stomach became bigger? You never even bothered to learn about raising a child. You would look annoyed when I didn't feel well. You never worried about me or our child.
They say men take longer to realize they're actually going to be a father.
It's so annoying that you only know information like that. Don't use knowledge that only benefits you to get what you want.
I promise that I'm going to change. I swear that I'm going to make you and our child's well-being my priority.
You've never done anything this whole time, so I really can't believe your words right now. I'll contact you again about the divorce after I hire a lawyer.
I'm so sorry, Christina. Please, I really feel terrible about what I did. If you're gone, I won't have anything left. I realized that these past few days. I experienced firsthand how important your presence in my life is.
You'll be fine as long as you have someone to do the household chores for you perfectly. Basically, all you need to do is hire a maid. You have no right to have a family. That's why you don't need me either.
That's not true. I want to have a family because it's you, Christina. I want to care for you because I love you.
I don't think you'd tell someone you love to do the cleaning when they're nauseous with a fever. You went out drinking while leaving your pregnant and sick wife at home. I don't need a husband or father who isn't going to care for my health. Don't you think someone like that is useless in my life? My husband and I got a divorce. It wasn't a lot, but I got my share of the assets too. My husband kept insisting he didn't want a divorce until the end, but both my parents and my mother-in-law, as well as the friends around us, were on my side. It seems like everyone around him lectured him too. And he realized how terrible he had been to me. But just because he realized his mistakes doesn't mean I plan on fixing things with him. He's still the father of my child, so I'm going to get child support from him. And of course, I'll allow him to see his child. His relationship with me is over, but I can only hope that he'll be a good father to our kid. A few weeks after the divorce, I successfully gave birth. I had a healthy baby girl, whom I am thankful for every single day. Of course, it's hard raising a newborn, but thanks to the support from the people around me, I'm getting by okay. I know life is only going to get harder once I start working, but still, I'm going to do everything I can to make my daughter live a happy life, making sure to never take the kindness from the people around me for granted. I'm going to do what I can on my own, never forget how grateful I am, and raise my daughter as best as I can. I want to show my daughter that she's being raised, surrounded by everyone's love.